Now we also sometimes have to subtract. So sometimes I remove a shape from another shape, and I need to find the area of just the shaded space, as if I was going to just paint that piece, but not the piece I took out. So when we do that, we will be using subtraction. So I need to find the area of the composite figure by subtraction. So first I'm going to find the area of each shape, and then I'm going to subtract the larger shape from the smaller shape. So I'm going to look at my triangle here. It's a very large triangle. It looks to be an equilateral triangle. So for my area of a triangle, I'm going to need to know what the height is. I have the base. My base is 36, but I need the height. In order to need the height, I'm going to drop in an altitude in my equilateral triangle, and that's going to give me the height. Now, if we remember back to special right triangles, equilateral triangles have 30, 60, 90s when they are bisected by an altitude and a right angle. So I just created a little 30, 60, 90 triangle. So 30, 60, 90, S root 3, 2 to 10. We know that across from our 90 is 36, so that is 2S. 36 divided by 2 makes S18. So our height is equal to 18 root 3. 18 root 3 for the height. So for my triangle, take the length of my base, which is 36, times my height, which is 18 root 3, and then I'm going to divide by 2. Now again, I am not going to multiply that root in until I need it for my final answer. So I'm just going to leave it next to everything. So I'm going to say 36 times 18 divided by 2 gives me 324 root 3, and we're dealing with centimeters squared. Now I look to the circle inside. It's the area of my circle, and that's pi r squared. So I need to find my radius, which is provided. It's 6 centimeters. So pi 6 squared is 30 pi centimeters squared. And now I'm going to actually subtract the two of these. So I'm going to take 324 root 3 minus 36 pi, and go ahead and multiply this out, or multiply the root 3 and the pi's in, and subtract and give my answer rounded to the nearest tenth. So 324 root 3 minus 36 pi. Make sure you're closing parentheses and all that. And our area is 448.1 when I round to the nearest centimeters squared. So find the big shape, subtract it from the little shape. I'll do one more. I have a rectangle and then a triangle. So find the area of my rectangle first. Base times height, so we're going to do 22 times 18. 396 millimeters squared. And then we're going to take a look at the shape inside, which is a triangle. Since the opposite sides are congruent, the base of the triangle is 22 millimeters, and the height is 9 millimeters. So for my area of a triangle, we're going to do base, which is 22, times height, which is 9, over 2. 22 times 9 divided by 2 is 99 millimeters squared. Now again, we are trying to find just the shaded area, so I'm going to subtract these. So 396 minus 99 gives us 297 millimeters squared. You're going to have to get creative on some of these. Think about those shapes. Is it a half circle? Is it a whole circle? Is it a trapezoid? Is it triangle? How can you cut it up? How can you decipher? So take a minute to really go through and analyze each picture. You might try sketching them out as well so you can draw on them. Really good idea, guys.